Come on in. And I'm trying to find a song now that I can play while people come in. I appreciate you guys coming in. I can go live. I finally can go live. And I'm trying to find a song now that I can play while people come in. I appreciate you guys. We're going to talk about Terence Crawford, obviously. It's the hot topic of the day. And so I can, man, Jamal, if you knew the story of me going live, shit, I wish you knew. But yeah, I can go live now. I just got to be wise enough. I got to know how to play YouTube now. But I'm trying to find songs I bought. Patreon family. Patreon, I got a few questions on this. I can't find the songs I bought because I definitely don't want to use other people's. But yeah, man, I genuinely thank you guys for coming in. All my haters, feel free to come on in. I'm not going to block you. I think that's what adds seasoning on the food is when all the haters come in. And if anybody else want to go live with me, feel free. I'll send you the link. I got to figure out how to do it. I done forgot how to do all this shit. Oh, no, I didn't. YouTube page. I got to figure out how to send. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, I think I know how to do it now. Okay. So if anybody out there want to go live with me, feel free. And I'll gladly send you the link. But thank you guys for tuning in, man. We're going to do this for about 40 minutes. Any questions you guys have, I'll gladly answer. But I want to try and attempt to stay on topic as long as we can. But as it relates to Terence Crawford, if you guys haven't watched my videos yet, this will be a synopsis of probably all the videos I did throughout from the end of the fight up until now. Obviously, Terence Crawford is an A-level fighter, so I'm not watching this fight in terms of him, in terms of against the opponent that's in front of him, albeit Jose Benavidez. I'm watching this fight comparing him to Keith Thurman and Earl Spence, fighters like that. And because I'm comparing them to that, I'm not watching it from the same lens that actually boxing fans actually watching. They're just watching the fight just based off of Jose Benavidez. And I walked away from that fight 100% convinced Terence Crawford is an A-level fighter. 100% he has a great ring IQ. 100% he has a skill set that can potentially allow him to beat Keith Thurman and Earl Spence. But what I'm not convinced of is, can he withstand? Can he physically stand up to a 147 guy that's fighting him back with the same veracity, same velocity, same punch count that he's dishing out? Now, Terence Crawford did nothing really, really special as it relates to, in my humble opinion, he did nothing special. Jose Benavidez wasn't, he wasn't returning fire. And that made it relatively easy for a guy like Terence Crawford because he's an A-level fighter. The undercard, yeah, I have 4 fights on the undercard. I'll do a video on that. I gave you guys 2 fights already. I gave you guys Joe Joyce and Gerald Washington. I gave you guys Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd is actually in LA right now taking care of business. And I have one more fight that I'm going to tell you guys. I'll probably drop that video today if I don't forget. So I'll tell you guys who's fighting. It's two Mexican guys they're fighting. But so I thought that Terence Crawford did what he had to do. You know what I mean? Like that, Jose Benavidez, if this was a round of 64, honestly, no disrespect to Jose Benavidez, but that's a 1 versus 16. You understand what I'm saying? Where they look good the first 5 minutes after the first TV timeout. Oh, it's only 10. It's 10-9. The 16 seed got a chance. But the second half, they started to wear down. They center is only 6'8", 6'9", and the just the natural physical attributes beats their opponent. Terence Crawford had to do nothing special, I think. And I think that Terence Crawford's God-given assets makes him a favorite in that fight. Being the bigger guy, the stronger puncher, the ability to walk forward even though he's going through fire. You understand? A stiff, sturdy jab with power. I think that gives him a huge, huge, huge advantage over Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford will be mobile the first half of that fight. I think Terence Crawford will throw punches in bunches. But as you can see, there's not really much variation from Terence Crawford as he throws punches in bunches. And I'm just dictating that off of the combinations he threw against Jose Benavidez. It was nothing exotic about his punch combination. He never led with the hook. You understand, as it relates to combinations that I saw consistently. He might have done it a handful of times in the fight. He never double jab, slipped, threw a left hook to the body, turned him. You know, I mean, he never did anything exotic in the fight. He was real ABCD. You understand what I'm saying? I think that Terence Crawford is against it. And this morning it raised the question for me: is Terence Crawford really smoking mirrors, you know, as it relates to being in the upper crust in the welterweight division? You know, I think he's a highly intelligent fighter. I think he has a great skill set, but you got to ask yourself, can he beat Keith Thurman yet? You know, and I'm talking about the 2017 Keith Thurman. If 2017 Keith Thurman is in the ring last night, can he beat him? I don't think so. I think Keith Thurman's power shots wins that fight, because Keith Thurman doesn't allow you to window wash him like a Jose Benavidez. He's as mobile as a Terence Crawford. He's as intelligent as a Terence Crawford. His ring IQ is special, I think. I've always said that about Keith Thurman, is that he's a real cerebral fighter. Spence said he punished Benavidez in sparring. Yeah, he did. He said he did. I texted him on it. He didn't return my text. So nothing special versus a fighter with one leg. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to criticize Jamal Charlo about fighting a guy with one leg, you definitely have to criticize Terence Crawford about fighting a guy with one leg. You know, I mean, he had no power. You understand? So Earl Spence would have knocked Jose. I said 7. The fight would have been decided by the 3rd or 4th round, but I would have said 7. Knocked him out in 7 in terms of, you know, which way the fight is going. And I want everybody to be clear. I had money on Terence Crawford last night. So I don't pick with my emotions per se. So I went with the best fighter that night, and I thought Terence Crawford was the better fighter. Crawford isn't as fast as I thought he was either. You know, that's a great point, TZ Frank. You're leading into something that I even overlooked. I thought his arm speed was faster as well. I thought Terence Crawford had I knew he had superior foot speed with Jose Benavidez, but I thought it was way more superior. I thought it was like Gary, no one's as fast as Gary Russell. That's a hyperbole, guy, so don't put people in the comment section. But I thought it was on those lines. I thought it was like laser sharp speed, but I thought it wasn't. It wasn't. You're actually right, TZ Frank. I need to delve into that more. Keith Thurman is a beast when prime. He is, man, and hopefully he'll be back. I'm not talking about stop. I'm talking about winning the fight. I don't care. I mean, A-level fighters don't knock out each other. That's very, very challenging to do. You understand? It took him to the 12th round to TKO Jose Benavidez. I don't care about knocking. I care about wins and losses. I typically don't bet the knockout, not unless I know both fighters really, really well. So he gotta fight a top 147 guy. Yeah, Spence 6'6" is a safe number. Styles make fights just because Spence stopped him fast on me. I'm not talking about that. I think every time Spence hits you, it's plus 125. I think Spence lands his punches about 25 to 35% more power than a Terence Crawford punch over the duration of the fight. And I think that's the difference in the fight. The same way Kell Brook probably landed as many punches as Errol Spence landed in that fight, but Errol Spence punches had more power to it. So the accumulation of that, it's like compound interest. If you guys know how to do the math on compound interest, if you have the more compound interest you get, it compounds every day, and that's what Errol Spence punches does to a human body. Spence Styles makes, yeah, TZ Frank, you're absolutely right. Spence, we forget Spence. Spence is an Olympian, was an Olympian. TLB. Crawford hasn't. See what's good for both, you have to say for the other. If Crawford hasn't fought anybody, I mean, if you say Spence hasn't fought anybody, then you have to say Crawford hasn't fought anybody. If you say Spence is A, you got to say Crawford is B. So at the end of the day, I'm not comparing resumes anymore. I'm done comparing resumes as it relates to Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. I had an eye test yesterday, and I'm going off of my eye test and my 27-1-1 record and predicting less than 70-30% fight. So the proof is in the number. So I don't really care about you fought this guy, you fought that guy. I really don't care. Let's see. Where am I at? Not saying Benavidez wins, but this is a very different fight he had. Two good legs. Yeah, it would have been a really good fight because keep in mind, not only does it hurt his movement, it hurts the power in his right hand. And he can't plant a stiff jab he can't plant his right foot to land a stiff jab. So there's a lot of collateral damage that had because of his right leg. And they hit it well through the entire camp, because had this been a topic, he would have had to defend it. People would have been asking questions about his right leg, but no one really asked him questions about his right leg. So they did a good job at protecting him. So I would agree with that. Not saying Crawford showed different speeds last night. He showed different speeds last night because nothing was coming back. You understand? I think that it was easy for Crawford to throw punches and bunches last night. Nothing was coming back. I mean, upright high guard, you only could throw one punch at a time realistically, because you're going to be off balance. And I need you guys to go in the ring and spar, maybe 1 round, maybe 2 rounds, 3 rounds. You ain't got to go in there and chop each other's head off. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But you need to see how the organic movements in boxing flow when you throw a right hand to a left hook, or when you lead with an uppercut to a left hook, or when you double jab and slip. And you understand what I'm saying? So just the organic movements of the body. And Terence Crawford did what he wanted to do last night. He was flowing last night. He was in rhythm. He was in cadence. He never got disrupted after round 4 or 5. He realized what he could and couldn't do. And there was few things and far in between that he couldn't do last night. So I would say that it was an easy night for Terence Crawford. It was an easy night, great payday for him, and a great payday for me as well. So Crawford. So do you think Crawford beats prime focus letting? I was saying I'm gonna do a video on this at some point, but Crawford may have the same problem Adrian Broner have. You move up and your skills become marginalized. I think Terence Crawford at 135 against Adrian Broner, it will do over 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. If that fight would have materialized, that confident Adrian Broner that walked in prior to Maidana, that's a tough guy to beat. Enormous power. Obviously, this is a fantasy matchup that will never happen because Broner just physically isn't the same person, mentally isn't the same person, I believe. But Terence Crawford don't really have elite power. He don't have elite power. And one might argue he don't have cumulative power, because he didn't stop Postol. He didn't. You understand what I'm saying? Guys that are as big as he is, in recent memory that I can remember, he didn't stop him. Jeff Horn, for real, guys, is a club fighter. You know, he caught lightning in the bottle, and I hope everyone in life catches lightning in the bottle. He caught lightning in the bottle, and kudos to him. I have nothing but the utmost respect for that. You know, he got a gift decision against Manny Pacquiao, and he leveraged it to a payday, and someone else is going to beat him again and retire him. That's basically what it is. But I love that Crawford Adrian Broner fight at 135. I honestly don't know who would win that fight. You know, Terence Crawford is not the man he is today that he was at 135. You know, in terms of his confidence, in terms of how he views himself. Oh, that's a good fight. I'm glad I don't have to worry about breaking that fight down. I honestly don't have a winner in that fight. It's easy to say Terence Crawford now, but I'm taking myself back to 2013, and I don't know. Realistically, who can fight next at the top welterweights with PBC? He can fight anybody. If Bob Arum say you want to make the fight, he got to open up his checkbook. He got to open up the bank account. You understand? But if Bob Arum is the king and in charge of what ESPN does and what he does at Top Rank, those fights can be made anytime. But Bob Arum is not interested. You guys don't understand. Bob Arum is not interested in unifying titles. Look what he did to Jesse Magdaleno and Oscar Valdez. Have they ever unified? They've been champion. Jose been a champion. He lost his belt to Dogbo, but Oscar Valdez has been champion probably for 2 years and has yet to unify. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. And everyone at 126 will love to fight Oscar Valdez. Everyone at 126 will love to fight Oscar Valdez. So when you can answer the Oscar Valdez question, then you can understand Terence Crawford at 147 about unifying. So y'all talking about power. He's stopping all his opponents. What else? Size was a problem, and that body shot hurt Crawford. Yeah, man. People don't understand it. People don't I wish people saw what I saw when he got hit with that body shot. You understand? Any reaction from a killer, and you guys know this from the street. If you get a reaction from a killer, you're doing your job. And people perceive Terence Crawford as a killer. He visually responded to that body shot. So that tells you a lot. AB at 135 is a problem. Y'all talking about the power. Listen, he's an A-level fighter fighting C opponents. He's going to stop them. You guys don't understand. It's like playing freshman football versus varsity football. You know, a freshman typically can't come up and compete at varsity. You understand? That's basically what it is. He can overwhelm him with what God created Terence Crawford. He's not stopping A-level welterweights. I don't think Terence Crawford can stop A-level welterweights. How? Cumulative punch. Remember, stuff is coming back. I don't think he can stop him. Ocampo was a punching dummy. You guys are all right. I'm not comparing resumes anymore. I'm talking about if Terence Crawford is in one corner, Earl Spence is in the other corner, who wins? I'm not comparing them against lesser opponents anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm done with that. I'm talking about man versus man. Terence Crawford versus Keith Thurman. Terence Crawford versus Earl Spence. I'm done with the comparing the resumes. That's old news. And if you want to start a conversation, that's cool, but start it with someone else. I just think it's a waste of time comparing resumes now. Now the fight is upon us now. Fight. And that's the fight that we want. Vargas beats Broner in the real world. What Vargas? I don't know which Vargas you're talking about. Talking about Jesse Vargas? It was a draw. Broner damn near stopped him in the 9th round. Or, hey, you stop disrespecting Broner. No, Broner's a tough kid, Mr. Fred. Big up, Mr. Fred. I really have a lot of respect. Where'd it go? Damn, I lost your comment. God damn. Hey, Fred, respect. Keith Thurman is the only welterweight champion that took back-to-back top-level fights. Porter Garcia, Will Thurman. Shit, he ain't got to reinvent himself. He just got to be the person he was in 2017. I don't know if he can do it. You know, you take 2 years off of doing anything. Don't work out for 2 years. Don't work for 2 years. Don't take 2 years off spending with your kid, with your wife. You understand what I'm saying? Take 2 years off. You know what I mean? It's the practical decision is it's going to take him time to get back. Look at Tyson Fury. Some say he took the fight too soon. Some say he looked terrible in his comeback fight. It takes time. You know, it's not like It's an overnight thing. If because what you do as a fighter is you fight, you take a month off, then you literally back in camp. You start cutting weight on your own. You lose the first 10 pounds on your own, and then you start camp. You run, you start watching what you eat. You eat one full meal a day instead of 3 full meals a day. You cut the 10 pounds. Now you only got 20 pounds to lose in camp, and you're going. That's typically how it works. Terrence will prove why he is #1 pound. Well, Andrew, I'll be glad to say. Listen, I have no problem saying I'm wrong if I'm wrong, but right now I think Errol Spence is a cut above him, and I'll be glad to take your money, Andrew, if you want to bet me. I'm taking if it, I'll take all bets for real. Earl will walk through. That's what I believe. Earl will walk through and stalk him. Earl's jab body punches is too much to deal with. Earl is naturally bigger. Bud gets flushed frequently. See, that's another topic that we need to talk about how clean Crawford gets hits. He doesn't catch a lot of stuff when there's infighting going on. He doesn't get any infighting. So imagine that coming from an Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Terence Crawford unified 140. That's a great accomplishment. That's why I had him at pound for pound the best fighter in the world, because he did something that's rare, exceptionally rare. So since then, Usyk has done it, and I offer him the same respect. To unify a division is special. So what up, Wawa? 930-210-2010. What's up, King or Queen? You said what up, so I'm assuming you're a male. Man down. I think that's typically what it is. Asher, do you think Bud stops Lamont? Great question. And that's fair. You know what? I say this. Bay Area business. What's up? I think that you're not wrong. You're not wrong for picking Terence Crawford. You're not wrong for believing that he can outbox him. You're not wrong for believing he can move his footwork and work. You're definitely not wrong for that. I'm not mad at you for choosing. I'm just telling you what I believe. And since I'm rarely wrong in terms of predicting fights, I trust me. If Bay Area business, if you was 28-1-1 and your prediction and your public predictions on fights when fights perceived as less than 70-30, I wouldn't have done a prediction video, but you guys were in my comment section like Jose Benavidez had a chance. I wouldn't have did a prediction video. I thought that fight was 80-20, 85-15. But since you guys were believing, I got people in my DM telling me how I should bet. So I says, maybe y'all need a prediction video from me. And I did one yesterday. So I wouldn't even count it this fight. But because of the court of public opinion, y'all thought it was a closer fight than what it was. Jose Benavidez is not really that good in comparison to A-level fighters, as was shown last night. So that's why I say, if I'm going off of what my expertise tells me, and I'm over 90%, I'm in a 90 percentile in predicting less than 70-30 fights. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to trust myself right now. Free smoke would stop, but they're going to make the fight. I put money on Earl. I'm telling you guys, Vegas is going to have this very, very close. So that's why if you bet 100, you might get $85 back or something like that. You know what I mean? You might get 85% of your money back. So it's going to be a close fight. Wow, top rank is the plantation. The body shot was kind of low. It wasn't called a low, but it was right there. You have a right to your opinion. I'm not going to dispute that. It could go either way. I trust your judgment. So you could be right. Top rank is the plantation. Al Heyman is the Harriet Tubman of boxing. Follow the North Star. No, he outboxed him 2-8 wide. Oh, that's a response. That's why Bud Trunks always high. Benavidez showed me on one leg. Terence Crawford was exposed for the first round. He would have had a hard night. He would have had a hell of a night against Terence Crawford. And I don't think that fight is happening. No way would come on, Fred. The fight is Spence Canelo May 4th. I don't think that fight is happening right now. Terence Crawford. I mean, Keith Thurman beats all welterweights. Oof, I don't know about that. We got to see him come back. Crawford's too small. Gamboa hurt him. What up, Larry Hoover? Big Meech. Larry Hoover. What's up with Porters? I thought unification bout trust mandatory. That's a different stream. I don't want to go off topic. You know what I mean? Because once we go off topic for one topic, we're gonna go off for another topic. Because you know what I mean? So I'll be watching a lot of streams and I'll be so addicted to the topic that, and I know a lot of boxing fans want to talk about other things, but I just want to stay on topic. But EJ. Spence KOs Crawford. He stops him. I don't know if he KOs him, but he stops him. He might TKO him. Tell the A-level fighters to call him out. Man, and we will just have to see. See, if you're a PBC A-level fighter, you don't have to call him out. You got fights on the other side. You know what I mean? And if Terence Crawford is serious, he would invade. He would invade. You know, and to a certain degree, they all may be comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? They all may just be comfortable. Hit the like button, y'all, too. Hit the like button. I need to hit my own like button. I'm the 37th like. I like my own. AB is a bum, and the fact people acting like he's a real contender is hilarious. I said this from the jump. I mean, I said this in the videos maybe 10 days ago, 14 days ago, remember. Adrian Broner is an attraction now. He don't really need it. He's a 4-division world champion. He's a Hall of Famer by resume. He's a Hall of Famer by resume. Okay. He's a Nevada Hall of Fame by resume. Okay. In terms of 4 belts in 4 different divisions. Okay. So if Canelo's a three division belt holder, then Adrian Broner is a 4-division belt holder. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So I think he's an attraction now. You know what I mean? He's a special attraction fight. You know, did Mayweather stop? How do you don't need power to win? Oh, you need power to win. Oh, you definitely need power to win because he basically disarmed him. And I'll tell you, I think I told you guys before. I asked Floyd last summer. I said, why didn't you stop Canelo? He said, sometimes just beating up on somebody for 12 rounds is worse than stopping them. And that's what he told me. So he completely disarms fighters. You know, his last toughest fight I thought was against Cotto when Cotto pushed Floyd to greatness. You know, trust me, he will beat them. All watch, and that's fair. You have every right to believe that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Now, if you would have said like Victor Ortiz is coming back to world prominence, then you might be half crazy. You know what I mean? That comment deserves no merit, but based off of last night, it can happen. He can beat. I'm not saying he can't beat Errol Spence. That's not an 80-20 fight. That's a 65-35 fight. 65-35 in my humble opinion. So some may say 60-40. I don't know. Some may have it a 50-50 fight. I don't think it's that close. Spence versus Charlo, May 19th. Yeah. Bud don't want that smoke. I don't know if he does or don't. You understand? I honestly don't know. I don't. I lost you guys. The barbershop greetings for everyone in the chat. What's up, Egypt? Any news? I would definitely drag Dan Raphael to the 3rd round. Definitely. I might not even throw a punch. You know what I mean? I might just touch him. You know what I mean? I'm 3rd round, he'll be gassed. Well, after the I wouldn't even. Are you taking size over skills? No, I'm taking what. No, because you're saying Earl Spence. No, that's a loaded question. You taking size over skills. I'm taking size with skills. I'm taking skills with size. I'm just saying Errol Spence is better. I think Pac-Man beats Bud. A young Pac-Man beats Bud for sure. If actually Manny Pacquiao might have watched that fight and been like, damn, I should have taken advantage of the situation. What's up, Brandon Washington? What's up, King? I'm trying to go back. Al Heyman made his own lane for his fighters. I appreciate you guys in the comments. I'm trying to get to all the comments, but it's kind of, what's up, y'all? This ain't Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. We're talking about Crawford, Spence. I don't want no dynasty matchups. Now, we have seen these guys fight, so let's compare these guys to each other. We don't have to compare them to Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't land those punches the last 30 seconds of the fight. He didn't land a bunch of them punches, guys. Let's cut it out. All right. We have Terence Crawford in one corner, Errol Spence in the other corner. Let's compare them guys. We ain't got to compare. Yes, speed beats size. Yes, we all know that. Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo 10 out of 12 rounds. We all know speed can beat size. We've seen Hakeem Rahman knock out Lennox Lewis. We've seen it. We've seen it. You know what I mean? So let's cut the BS, man. All right. Thank you, Larry Hoover. I appreciate you. I always got. I'm asking the questions that y'all thinking with you when you're watching with the fight with your son or daughter on your couch. That will always remain. Okay, I'm gonna go down because y'all in this comment section heavy. I'm not intentionally. Crawford versus Progress is a hell of a fight. Is a hell of a fight. Thank you, Red Mask Lurking. I appreciate you, King. I want to be everyone's favorite YouTuber, whether you love to hate me or whether you love to like me. I just want to be your best. I want to be your favorite. I want to be #1 on somebody's list. Not too many welterweight. Benavidez is a big welterweight. Bam Bam boxing for sure. I think Danny beats Spence. Woo. Okay, I disagree. Obviously, not busy enough. Not busy enough to beat Errol Spence. Definitely not busy enough. On the corner in the boxing. Respect Barbershop, Mr. Fred, of course. Bigger, has an edge. Hagler, Sugar. I mean, you can go down. You can go Sugar Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya. You know, Floyd is the most complete boxer you guys probably will ever see in your lifetime because you guys didn't see Roy Jones. I don't want to talk about Sugar Ray Robinson and Joe Louis and all them guys because I didn't see them live. You know, I've only seen them on YouTube and on Google. So I want to talk about people that's tactile to me, where I can touch, feel, taste, and smell them. You know what I mean? So I'm big on that. So that's kind of where I'm at as it relates. So Al Heyman made his own lane for his fights, but Mayweather Promotions, man, down the line. Yeah, people will benefit from this 10 to 15 years down the line when the next generation of fighters are moving their own careers. My A-level fighter list is only 3 at the welterweight division. Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter's A-level, Sean Porter and Terence Crawford, those 4. And Danny Garcia is right below them, and everyone else. Danny Garcia is right below them. Well, he lost to 2 of the guys in the top 4, so he would have to do some major work to get back in there. What's up, Brand? I said that. Okay, so I'm back in line. Fred, how will Crawford react when Spence has 2 ways punching to his body? He'll take a knee. That's how he's going to respond. I got it. Oh, man. Is anyone not to count that Spence, Thurman, no Porter have the size advantage over Crawford like Benavidez? Organic herbs, I think. Don't need a size event. Oh, Earl Spence has a huge size advantage. You guys got to see what Earl Spence looks like in person. I'm 5'7", so I would say Earl Spence is 5'10", and he's bigger than me. I weigh 160, but during fight weekend, I probably go up to 165 because I'm not working out Saturday and Sunday. So I put on like 5 pounds. So when you guys see me standing next to him on Saturday, I'm 5'7", 165 pounds. You understand? Somewhere in there. During the week, I go down to like 158. You understand? But Saturday, I'm eating, hanging out with friends, and enjoying the fight. So I probably put on 5 to 7 pounds on the weekend. So when you see me, standing next to me, look how small I look in comparison. You'll see how big the Charlos are, the Spences are, and everyone else. You know, when they stand next to me, because I'm pretty. I look small. You know, when I stand next to these guys. Earl beats him up. Rich. Earl definitely beats. I think Pac-Man beats, but a younger Pac-Man gives him problems. Egypt, we said that the fight is 51-40. None of us can predict the outcome. Matt Wade, you might be right. I have it a little wider than that. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do more live videos. I can go live now, y'all. I can go live, and I'm not gonna blow it this time. I'm not gonna blow it. I'm not gonna blow it because it takes time to understand YouTube, and YouTube picks on me a lot too. So, and half of it is my fault. The other half, they just don't like me because they have their own personal moderators, and I think their moderators are real young, and you know what I mean. They up in Silicon Valley moderating these videos, and they go off the titles and the pictures, and they just block them. So, anyways, man. So I'm definitely gonna be better at it, and I thank you guys in advance for sure. I'm definitely gonna do more live. And when I go live, I'm sticking to the topic. I'm not going off topic because I know when on the replay, you guys just want to talk about the topic at hand. So I'm not going to go off topic. I'm going to do my best not to go off topic. I think that last night, can Kell Brook beat? You know, Terence Crawford got great footwork, but it would have been a hell of a fight. I don't know. I'm tired of the Floyd comparisons, but no one's as skilled as Floyd. I don't even want to have that conversation. Spence Canelo. Y'all want that fight? Progress whips Crawford. I don't know about whips. He's a brawler. I think Spence and Crawford are the same level. And you can have that opinion. You're not wrong. Listen, I'm not going to be mad or angry if you got Terence Crawford winning. I think Errol Spence is a better fighter. You know, I have in the ring, I have a great deal of respect for Terence Crawford. I don't have a great deal of respect for the mindset of his team per se. You know, I'm not picking anyone as an individual, but as a team, I don't think they have a great mindset in terms of a big business acumen. I don't think it's great. I think it could be better. Put some respect on AB name. He has a better. He may have a better resume than Bud. Bud don't really have. No, he's not a butterbean attraction. Definitely not. Spence stops Crawford for real. Crawford was 5 inches short. Yeah, he was 5 inches shorter, but he was a C-level fighter. He was a C-level fighter. I got 9 minutes, guys. Yeah, then I got to get out of here. I got to leave at noon. But these lives are live. I enjoy it. Anybody want to go on live with me, feel free. Text me, call me, email me. Even if you're a boxing fan and want to go on with me, you're more than welcome to. I'll send you the my email is FH if you guys want to go live. If you guys want to go live, email me and I'll send you the link and we'll go. K Diddy the Kango King. That's funny. Bottom up Cali. AB tries. Bias shop conversation. Donating book bags inspires me. And you got my picture. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I got to say grinding. All I do, man, not all I do is work, but you know, I am almost 50 and I cannot think of anyone from my child up to today that has a complete fight. Floyd is, I was having that conversation with Tyron Brown last night and I says, man, you know what I mean? It's just funny. You, one of the LDBC coons. Yeah, you can call me that. That's cool. What are your new stock tips? Subscribe to my Patreon. I'm about to do a video on that tonight. Subscribe to my Patreon. I'm going to give you guys 2 stocks on my Patreon tonight that I think is worth investigating. So I'm gonna do that tonight because I'm going full blown tomorrow. I'll be working on that tonight. I'll be working on my stocks tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you, Grace Terrell. Grace Terrell, appreciate you. Hate on DSG and AB is real. I'm not hating on DSG. He lost to both Porter and Thurman. He got to fight his way back. He got to fight his way back to the top. No disrespect in that. It's no disrespect. It's nothing bad in losing. I'm not. Actually, I admire AB. He done carved out his own lane in boxing. That's genius. I did a video on that. Lewis, man, they all, like AB said it best. Haters are fans. They just don't know it yet. Broner ain't a D-level fighter. Remember, he had a draw with Jesse Vargas, so that makes him at least a C-level fighter. AB needs to get his mind right. I think AB is who he is. I think AB is who he is, and that's just the reality of it. He is. Well, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. I've never had a. Maybe I'll have a super chat down the line. I appreciate you asking. Maybe down the line, but you can subscribe to my Patreon if you like. And don't forget, I'm giving away 2 free tickets to Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, I can introduce you to a couple other fighters and have you take a picture or something. So subscribe to my Patreon. I'm going to announce the winner fight week. That'll give you enough time to get to LA, do what you need to do. If you're not in LA and you win the tickets, you understand what I'm saying? You'll be able to pick. They're going to be, I'll have the tickets for you Saturday morning, but they'll be handheld tickets. So they'll be, you'll actually have to get the tickets from me. They won't be like e-tickets where I can send them to you email. Lewis said, Fred, you can't give Spence credit. I don't care about resumes anymore. I don't care about resumes. I don't care. What's up, Lowland Profits? I don't care about resumes anymore, Lewis. We got Earl Spence in one corner, Terence Crawford in the other. Who wins the fight? That's all I care about. You know what I mean? That's all I care about. I don't really care about AB better than Zab right now. He is. Black Soul, email me. If you want to go live, email me. You can disagree with me. If you disagree with me, feel free to come on. You just ain't going to curse me out. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to curse you out. You understand what I'm saying? We just going to talk boxing. If you disagree with me, the more the better. You know what I mean? I want more engagement from the fans. Like I really, really would love engagement from the fans. So we got about 4 more minutes and I got to go. Why would Crawford be worse after the KO to still have it in the tank to get a guy out there in the 12th is great. I mean, he had one leg. And people gonna say, well, your dog. I'm just spitting facts. He had one leg. He wasn't a good fighter. You know, he had more bark than bite. He did a great job at selling the fight, convincing you guys it was a fight. And that's the only reason why I did a prediction video, because you guys were on me about, hey, I think Benavidez has a chance. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He has no chance of winning this fight. And hence, that's why I have my money should be in my PayPal account by like 5 o'clock today. You know, I got my boy out there who takes care of me, who puts in all my bets for me. Barbershop, you should let the fans know when you'll be back on. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to start creating a schedule for us so we can start going live, you know what I mean? But I got to figure out, I'm not going to be in competition. I don't want to be in competition with anyone because I know I'm on the late. I'm catching the late bus. So obviously I'm going to respect their times, you know what I mean? And maybe we can do a great job of piggybacking off of everybody's going live. So let's say if Trill Boxing Talk go live, they pass the ball to Fanon. Fanon goes live. I don't know who goes live after Fanon. You understand? And we can pass the ball to everyone and build each other up. You know, I think that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I said that already. Listen. I told you for a year and a half, Kell Brook was damaged goods. What more do you want me to say? You watch my videos, Lewis. I'm not. You want me to hold the bottle while you drink it? Is that what you want me to do, Lewis? Come on, man. Cut it out. I told you he was damaged goods. He's been damaged goods. After my post-fight reaction video was Kell Brook was damaged goods against Triple G. What up, famous athlete? What's up, King? What it do in the Bronx? Jose isn't C level fighter. He's a top 20 welterweight. I know that. I'll be safe to say he's a top 20 welterweight. Blue Blood, Ego, Dante. Yeah, all these guys go live. So I want to respect them because I know they go live at a certain time. And those are my brothers too, like for real. They obviously have different levels of relationships, but I'm not stepping on nobody. I'm not stepping on nobody. For sure, I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. That's not where I want to be. They've been going live for months. So I'm going to do it that way. But I thought about like 9 o'clock because I put the kids to bed around 9 o'clock, 9:30. So maybe I can go live for an hour. Maybe 9:30 to 10:30 at night, somewhere in there, you know. So maybe I can do that. Any more questions? We got like 30 seconds. And I'm definitely going to come back. I'm so excited to be going live with y'all, man. If you guys want to go live with me, fans, if you want to go live, more than welcome to. All you got to do is email me. Email me. We'll go live together, man. I genuinely appreciate you guys. I got to be somewhere by 1 o'clock. That's why I got to go live. And I always got to be 8 minutes early. So, anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you want tickets to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury fight, join my Patreon. I'm giving you guys 2 stocks today that will potentially make you some money tonight on my Patreon. So I appreciate you guys. Man, I genuinely love you guys. And fans, let's interact. If you don't agree with me, you're more than welcome to come on. I'm just not going to, you just don't disrespect me, like calling me out my name, and I won't, and I'll do the same to you, and we'll have a great time, and we'll have this great content for all our boxing fans out there, because the more you disagree with me, the better, I think personally. So let's have fun with this. Talk to you guys soon. I'll come back hopefully tonight if I can. Thank you guys.